And we are live.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. There's
Oh,
no ESPN bump there. Every week, if you notice, I've been doing some intro music of some sort that's NFL related.
Yeah, we can count on you for the intro music. Oh man,
Because we give quality content here on Dolph and Dale's channel.
all right. So for those that will be joining us, and because I'm not going to cut the dead time off of the front, let's do a couple of announcements. One, the Dolph and Dale Girder Music CD giveaway is going to be shutting down tomorrow night at midnight. Well, you know,
you're a big Dale. Somebody comes at you, you'll give them a little bit more time. You know you will.
Yeah. Well, how many times have I come in at the last minute?
I've seen that.
It would be difficult for me to say no if I haven't, as long as I haven't done the drawing yet.
I can name a handful contest where you were like at the day of closing. You brought stuff in. I remember seeing.
Oh, yeah. And what's funny is I've won that way too.
Mm-hmm.
I've won contests coming in at the very last second.
Is that
that always makes me feel a little weird. But yeah, so yeah, the contest will run till midnight tomorrow night, and the questions are easy. You and Zach Blabbeth both came in today with good videos, and it was really pretty simple, wasn't it?
Yeah. Maybe you have more info than I do. Remember, I'm the vinyl
Randall
guy, but I've kind of just recently gotten into CDs. I've heard about gold discs, but what is it that is better? Is it like the quality of the holes that are cut in it, or
I probably should have done some research on that. I guess it's maybe how the disc is made. Maybe it's I don't know if it's better sound quality, or maybe it lasts longer, less risk of CD rot. I'm not sure.
Ferraro, get in on this. Do you know what makes the gold disc CDs better? They are touted to be better, but is it just marketing schlop, or is it something legit? Yeah, just we're interactive here, guys. It's a two-way road.
Yeah, I really should have looked at it more, but every time I'm more about if they've remastered it like they say they have, then that's pretty cool. And then they add bonus stuff, and with this one, I don't know that they added any bonus. Trying to see if it was nearby. No.
And for you that are waiting patiently, we are going to get to the football stuff, but we're just patiently giving a few minutes of headway to allow people to come in. So it's not like we're picked, We're just here screwing around with the time.
So
I have the power.
So yeah, so these are my copies. My gold disc edition. It doesn't really say on the thing. I do see that there are 3 bonus tracks on this that were not on my OG copy that I've had since the early 90s. So, yeah, it's got When Secrets Cry Out Loud and Little Liar and Take 'Em Back, do you remember the Power Team? Did you ever hear about them?
They came to our high school, man. I remember them. Up the phone books.
Yeah, Take 'Em Back was a track off of a soundtrack that their label did for Power Team. Then, of course, the life goes on. So we're making that announcement. The only other announcement I've got is, what other announcement did I have? Oh, well, the only other 2 announcements I could think of is one if you haven't seen my new thriller, you need to. One of my better videos here lately. And the other thing is, if you didn't watch the live stream with Mandy Morielli the other night on the political satire type movie Irresistible, starring Steve Carell and Rose Byrne, go watch that. And
Dale, just want to let you know.
huh?
Got an answer. Gold compact disc is where actual gold is used instead of this pure aluminum alloy that's used for the reflective material. And it usually costs more, but in the long run, it is completely rot and corrosion resistant, and it actually will prevent any issues with CD rot that some CDs have and will last a lot longer.
All right. Well, there we have it. Where are you seeing that?
It's this place called Wikipedia. I got 4 monitors here. I can multitask like a
okay. Well, you're better off than I am. So, yeah, and so we Mandy and I are discussing what movie we might be doing more live streams on. I think we're talking about Bridesmaids, because actually we had 2 dudes in the live stream, Eric and somebody else were saying, "Oh yeah, you need to see Bridesmaid." I'm thinking, really? Wow. It seems like a chick flick to me.
See, I didn't get to watch the other movie, so I still haven't yet to watch your guys' live stream because I didn't feel right. I don't want to watch it if I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, so, yeah, and it's a good film. I of course I like Steve Carell, yeah, but and while we're killing a minute, I got I don't know if it's still on Vudu, but I got the entire series of The Office on Vudu for $10 the other night.
4 seasons?
And I jumped on it because I thought this has got to be a mistake. So I don't know. I can't see the price now because I bought it. But if you like The Office, that might be worth going to Vudu and checking out. All right, so let's talk about some football.
Hey, we don't have to worry about a Thursday night game to go over that we missed because there wasn't one.
Right.
No Thursday night game this week. So we get to pick all the games.
Yep. Let me take a look back on what I did week 5. And it was ugly. I'm looking at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wins, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses. Not too great.
And until you have evidence to say differently, this is going to be the second week in a row I had a perfect score. Perfect record. I called everything, unless you got anything saying differently. So I'm still perfect.
Okay, so let's look at.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
4 5. You tank, Steve. Nice try.
So looking at the schedule, the first game up is tomorrow at 1:00 is Texans at Titans.
Woo!
And yeah, so that was an easy pick for me. Titans.
Here's the problem with your pick that you say is easy. Sure, the Titans, they're all healthy. Relatively, they haven't been.
All the ones that don't have COVID are healthy.
The ones that are healthy are healthy. Does that make sense? Unless they aren't. But did you see how the Texans performed last week after the canning, after their coach they looked like a different team. They really did. And I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that much the Titans as we think it's going to be. I do realize, I do think in the end, the Titans will probably win. But going into it initially, I would have been like, Texans. Remember, starting at week 1, I said, there's chaos in the office. There's bad morale. Nobody wants to play there. I don't expect them to win anything. But that was solved. And now they have some morale, and they're happy, and they seem to be trying. And they look like last week, I saw a lot of plays where there's a lot of extra effort put in. So don't be surprised. That's going to be my surprise pick if the Texans win. but it should go Titans. But I will say I do not think in any way, shape, or form it's going to be a blowout. But I think you might think that it might. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, well, all right. First, glad to have you, Eric. But maybe the Texans, things are going to look up a little bit for them, but Titans just whooped the Bills. And
that's more about the Bills, though, than the Titans, because I felt that there was a bubble that Allen was going to burst at some point. He was playing so good for so many weeks, and I had said that before. I think that wow, and boom, he was going to collapse. So I think that was their collapse game. I don't think that shows who the Bills are, but yeah, who knows?
Yeah, well, I've got Randall on my side.
He's got it. All right, Randall. We'll see. We'll see who laughs tomorrow.
But I just think that the Titans, man, until someone actually steps up and gets them.
I think
I'm not going to predict. I'm just not going to predict a. Let's see. Let's look at the Titans record or the Texans record, 1-4. Yeah, I'm just not going to pick a 1-4 team to upset the team that's probably playing the best in the AFC right now.
Did you see that Derrick Henry stiff arm? Did you see that replay of that last week? Oh my gosh! Who was it against? It was against who's the Bills guy they got on this year that's really good that they just traded for?
Who traded for who?
The Bills got a cornerback that was like one of the studs of the league. For some reason, blow my mind. But last week, Derrick Henry just came around the corner for the Titans and just farmed him into chaos. He threw the HE double hockey sticks and just ran right past him. I was like, whoa! Oh, it was so good. No, Jalen Ramsey. I think that's who it was, wasn't it?
It could be. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't catch that.
When you get
I tell you what,
it was good. It was good.
I love watching those kind of hits. I usually make them on defense when I'm playing Madden, and I get the hit stick just right, smack somebody. Yeah, that's fun. But I have to go look for that play because I don't recall seeing it.
It was one of those highlights of the year kind of thing where.
Well, Derrick Henry will do that to you.
It was like a man pushing a child, right? Exactly.
He'll make you look like a little kid trying to tackle him. That guy's a beast. Oh man! So the second game,
Josh Norman. That is it. It was Josh Norman.
Oh, okay.
Armed.
Second game is Ravens at Eagles.
Smith as the tight ends.
There it goes. I found it. Anywho, let's see. Let's have some fun here. See if they'll let me do it. Doop. Let's have some technical. Let's try some technology. Go ahead and let it go.
Oh, here.
Look to exploit that.
Oh, well, this is fun.
There we go.
The quarterback goes from Ryan Tannehill.
Henry gets it. Sit down,
Oh.
Sit down, kid.
Man.
So yeah, if he doesn't game like that, you're gonna win. Anyway, next game.
The next game is the Ravens at the Eagles.
I don't think there's much to say about this one. I think every single person in the world with one brain cell is going to go Ravens on this, unless you think something different. And I'm the one with the one brain cell.
I am not picking the Eagles. I'm picking the Ravens. Hey, Dan Powers.
Hey, Dan.
I am not picking the Eagles over the Ravens, though I do think that on a good day, the Eagles can give them trouble, especially in Philadelphia. But didn't the Ravens just lose?
Yeah, no.
Or no? What did they do in their last game? I can tell you right now. In their last game, they whooped the Bengals.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know if they'll be out for vengeance, but still, they're an awfully they're in the elite in the AFC. So, and the Eagles aren't.
I'm not. I don't see those two teams. They're both birds, but one bird is definitely better than the other. And I think the Ravens. I'm looking like a 10-point minimum win on that one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So then we've got one of these games that I'm not sure what to even say about it. It's the Vikings. It's the Falcons at the Vikings.
Vikings are better than 1-4. The Falcons are worse than 0-5. If that's even possible.
A couple of weeks ago, I might have said the same thing, but looking at the Vikings game by game, that defense sucks. I thought they would have a really good defense. They've had a really good defense. I thought they added another piece when they got Yannick Ngakoue from the Jaguars, but they're giving up close to 30 points a game. They suck.
What I see is the Texans had a head coach that universally the team said was toxic and was bad for the team and morale, and they let him go. Dan Quinn was let go last week, and the team in general, most of them liked him. And they don't know about the GM, but so the fact that they just got rid of their coach and their GM and within the past week for the Falcons, I think that's going to have something to play in there. Maybe it's just me, but that's my biggest decision. I hate to, especially when you got Matt Ryan, you still got Julio Jones in the mix. You still got great talent on the Falcons. They should be better than what they are. Whatever's causing them to not play up their talent level, I don't know what it is. Maybe this is a situation like, get rid of the coach. We're going to play a little better. But I don't know. I'm still a Kirk Cousins fan, so I think he'll pull through.
Well, that's why I'm actually going to go with the Falcons. I'm looking at two fairly evenly matched teams, and I see an inconsistent Cousins versus a Matty Ice that I think would do well on another team. And so I'm picking the Falcons, and I'm picking it for Matty Ice.
And Dan, I agree with you. Love Lamar Jackson, so Ravens, I think we all agree on that.
Yeah. Lamar is has been having a great couple seasons, and he's frustrating me to death on Madden because every time I try to rush up the middle, anybody else I can get good pressure rushing up the middle, but Lamar likes to peel off and start running down the side. So
I can see your comment, Winebender. I see it. I know what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
We didn't. Neither did you. You didn't win last week either. So.
Wait a minute.
Packers lost that bye week last week, didn't we?
No, we played last week. We won somebody.
Talking about Eric's team, the Packers.
Oh, okay. I got you. I was going to say
Eric was ribbing me that the Lions didn't lose. Well, technically, the Packers didn't win either. So same.
Yeah. Because I was thinking we whooped the 49ers.
Oh yeah, you did good
last week. I mean, and we haven't had our bye week yet, so that's why I got a little confused there.
Oh, no problem.
Dan, we have not talked Packers yet. We're working our way through the schedule, and they're going to be
glossed over.
They're going to be in the 4:00 games. So, yeah. All right. So where are we at now? We talked about the Falcons and Vikings,
right?
And now we got the Steelers or the Browns at the Steelers.
That's going to be one of them good games. It's going to be a good one. I'll let you go this time. I've gone first last couple times. Let you go first this time.
The Browns have played well on spots, but I don't think they're ready for the Steelers. Not in Pittsburgh, certainly.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Here's what I'm looking at. I just want the Browns to win. There we go. All right.
That's it. You just want the Browns to win.
Yeah. I mean, last week, I'm going to tell you, Claypool came out. Who never heard of him before? 4 touchdowns. That was crazy performance. It shows that Ben can get it done across the board, no matter utilities. It's not the Brown show anymore. He actually knows he has other targets, and I think the fact that Brown's gone, I think, is good. And old Big Ben grandpa is showing a little bit more life than he used to, and they're looking like a good full team. But I personally think the Browns are funner to watch, especially if ODB. I mean, I don't know if you saw last week. I mean, ODB threw a touchdown pass. Odell Beckham, sorry, OBJ. And then the week before that, Jarvis threw a touchdown. These Browns are fun to watch, man. So
yeah,
I'm pulling for them. More than likely, the Steelers are going to win, but boy, I'd like to see them win. This is a great story season for them. Best start in the Browns, in decades. So good luck to them.
Well, I just think that the Browns just haven't shown me enough to say that they're going to go into Pittsburgh and hand the Steelers a loss. Maybe it'll happen, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with you either because you're right.
Then we've got. Let me tell you, this next game is just. It sums up TV watching around here. It's the 2 teams that whose market I live in. It's the Bengals at the Colts.
Wow, that's going to be – Colts got the number 1 defense in the NFL right now, man. Arguably, the Atlanta categories. Colts got a good defense. That's all they got. I'm not impressed with Rivers, but that's just me. Never have been. As you know, I'm a River hater.
Yeah, just here's another note on the previous game. Dan saying that Chubb – he doesn't think Chubb is playing, and that doesn't help.
That doesn't help. No.
That doesn't help either. I hope for a back and forth game with no riff-raffery. Steelers for the win. Oh yeah, we totally missed the subcontext their defensive end, the Browns killer defensive end. I'm blanking on his name. The one that tried to take off Mason Rudolph's head with a helmet last year. I don't think he'll try to do that with Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, man, you're going to get to one situations where you're going to make me look it up because it's at the tip of my tongue, too, and it's going to bug.
Yeah, he's a beast. And I can see him, but I can't for some reason. How can I remember Mason Rudolph's name and forget? Huh?
Yeah, right.
And forget the defensive end's name because he's 10 times the player that Mason Rudolph is. But yeah, there's definitely bad blood that exists between the Steelers and the Browns. Now I'm going to have to look. Let's see, Browns defensive end.
Myles Garrett.
Oh my goodness.
Why? How did I forget Myles Garrett? You know why? For some reason in my brain, I'm thinking he's a linebacker. Don't tell me why, but I keep thinking that I don't think of him as a lineman. But shame on me.
Yeah. So, did we pick the Bengals Colts game yet?
No, we started talking about it. Talking about the Colts got a good defense.
It's easy to get distracted from a Bengals Colts game with just about any other game scheduled on the NFL ticket. Now, I do think the Colts are going to beat the Bengals, probably because of their defense.
Colts lost last week easy. Friggin' Rivers threw a pick 6. There was a fumble that was picked up. they had so many opportunities to just keep that game lost last week for the Colts, and I think their stat lines look better than what the game really was. But I don't know. Let's do the opposites here. You go with the Colts. I have this magic little twinkling that I think Burrow is going to do good. He's going to come back. He's still a young kid. He's still learning. He's got the intangible.
Oh, yeah.
I think if there's a defense that he needs that will hone his skills, it'll be against the Colts defense. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
still like the Colts. Let's get off that game because it irks me both of those teams irk me because I'm in their markets and they don't live up to it. Let's see. Now, how about the Lions at the Jaguars?
We are the healthiest we've been since week 1. We are a better team than what our record shows. Our games have been closer than what the record shows. The Jaguars have looked really horrible in more games than we've looked really horrible. We've looked bad in some games, but we haven't looked horrible. So I think at the end of the day, unless Magic Minshew comes in and actually plays like he can play because he's so streaky, if he plays like he has been playing, well, we might get an early lead and actually maybe hang on to it barely at the end. That's just me playing hopeful. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely needing some of the guys in the room to give us a pick on this Lions-Jaguars game. I would love to see that. In the meantime, I'll kind of talk a little bit about it. The Lions are facing the legend of Gardner Minshew. The Fu Manchu definitely has some power. And I don't know. Stafford doesn't have the beard needed to counter it.
You do realize that the top receiver, DJ Shark, for Minshew is out this week. So keep that in mind.
Oh, is he?
Decision. Shark's not playing. Yeah. So.
Well, look, you have Eric in your corner this week.
Yeah, with a backhanded compliment, but I'll take it. Yeah. You could just add, it hasn't been past the first round of the playoffs for 25 years, too. You know, that's a good slam, too. And if you haven't come to it yet, just remember, you can add that to the next comment. You know, that's fine.
Oh, look. And we've got Dan Powers picking your kitty cats.
So the consensus says that you're the odd man out if you're picking the other kitty cats, man.
Do I dare?
Do it. I dare you.
It is a close – to me, it's a close pick. It's made a little closer by the fact that Detroit's having to go down to Jacksonville for the game. Though as I look at the pick distribution on Yahoo,
Vegas has us 4-point winners on the road. That should say something,
right? And the Yahoo guys are picking Detroit over Jacksonville by a margin of 62% to 38%.
Oh, smart, Eric. That's funny. You're right. Counts for both kitty cat teams, doesn't it? You're smart.
You know what? I'm going to pick the Jaguars. I'm going with the legend of Minshew. He's going to channel all that energy and that chi from his Fu Manchu and he's going to. They're just going to beat the Lions, probably by a field goal or less.
This hurts. I wasn't really realizing until we just got here and started looking that you're saying that the boys over there are saying 60-something% Lions. People are saying Lions by 4 points. Everyone's in general, most people are picking the Lions. That's guaranteeing a loss. I got to change my pick. Jaguars. Sorry. I know my team. I've watched them my whole life.
Well, now Eric was just joking. He thinks that they'll catch the win.
No, not.
You think it's jinxed?
It's jinxed. Weinbender, Packer fan, picked the Lions win. It's jinxed. We're gonna lose.
Well, we do know that the Jaguars have no way of winning the Super Bowl. So, what does that do to the Lions' odds of?
Can we just get a wild card? We just every now and then. Honestly, here's the issue that we're coming across is that we were 9-7 and made the first round in a wild card game, and then we fired the coach, and then ever since then we've dealt with the Patricia thing, and that's we weren't horrible. We were on the upswing. We had a winning season in the postseason, and we fired the coach for no reason other than we had excellence.
And then how long did you guys hang on to Matt Millen?
Too long.
I mean, I thought maybe he had married into the Ford family. The way he could not get fired for anything.
He went 0-16 when he was in charge, and they're like, maybe he'll do better next year.
Yeah. So we got the Bears at the Panthers.
This is another game that I think I like this one. This is going to be good. Teddy's looking great. He's playing a lot better. Foles is not looking 100% awesome, but he's got enough in him to win, and he has been. Max, a great defensive player. This is my game of the week. I picked that as my either way it could go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm looking at it that way too. Neither one of these teams have established quarterbacks.
Just one that was a Super Bowl MVP, but
Who?
Foles.
Oh, well, yeah, but Foles has since then. I mean, he went to Jacksonville and couldn't start the whole season. Now he's in Chicago, and so he's bouncing around like a journeyman now. He hasn't shown that kind of level of play since that Super Bowl season. So, and I'm going to go with Chicago just because of that defense of theirs. But this won't be one that I put a lot of confidence points on because it really could go either way.
I'm trying to look here to see if there's anything I can find that will pique me in one way or the other. Like I said, I'm on the middle of the teeter-totter right here. And
so the next game is a scintillating game as well. It's Washington versus the Giants.
Your sarcasm is thick, sir. Titillating. Yeah, exciting.
I'm telling you. And I'll go ahead and kick this off. I'm going with the Redskins. The Giants really haven't shown me much life. They don't have Saquon Barkley, and the Redskins, they haven't shown a lot either. But they did fire up and beat the Eagles back in Week 1. They have they won 2 games? No, they've won 1 as opposed to the Giants
1-4, 0-5. Yeah,
not having any wins. So I don't know. They if you look at Washington, have they? Well, come on, computer. Normally you let me. For some reason, it's not letting me look at the. Maybe if I go at it from the stands, it'll let me look at what they've been doing more recently. And like last week, the Redskins got handled by the Rams. The week before that, they got handled by the Ravens. The week before that, they got handled by the Browns. And the week before that, they got handled by the Cardinals. So, yeah. Washington, just because I got to pick one.
Here's where I'm going on this one. The Giants are a team that appears to be trying. They just have lack of talent or vision or something. I'm going to go with Eric on this one. The reason being, the Redskins got Alex Smith back, and Alex Smith needed to get knocked around a little bit, get the rust knocked out of him. I think if they were smart, they're not going to put Kyle Allen in. They're going to put Alex Smith in, and he just needed a game to knock the rust off him. I think he's going to be the deciding factor. He has the ability. Alex is going to pull it through, and I think the Redskins are going to win this one.
Yeah, it's hard not to root for Alex Smith given everything he went through.
Yeah, come back of the year, man. Come on, get a win.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he was seriously injured when during the game that they took him off, but for that to almost lead to him for him almost dying. It's
17 surgeries, man. 17 to get that leg fixed. Oh.
Yeah, that's just outrageous. And crazy. So, but enough of that. We want to get another good game going, and we don't have it in this one. We have the Broncos and the Patriots.
That's nice. Finally, they're playing this game. Yay! At quarterback, Locke is there for the Broncos, but it doesn't matter. They're still the Broncos.
I do think I believe I heard that Cam Newton will be back for this game.
Yeah, Cam is back for this game. Yeah. So, he's had a week off. He's healthy, and he tested positive for the COVID now, or negative. So he's good to go. Drew Lock's never really established himself. He's just had a handful of games where he's shown some signs of brilliance. I don't think this is going to be a close game. I hate to pick the Patriots, but Broncos are not good this year.
No. And I just looked at the headlines, and they said that the Patriots have not made a decision about Cam Newton playing Monday. Playing Monday? Have they moved that game again because they had it?
I'm saying no. That last I heard that it was on as normal and he was in.
Yeah,
unless it's a makeup game or no.
No, this was from 247 Sports 14 hours ago, and okay, well it doesn't matter. I still don't see the Broncos beating the Patriots in New England.
No.
They're too. The Patriots, as much as I hate Bill Belichick, the Patriots are a well-coached ball club. And
Yahoo is showing Cam Newton and a regular 1:00 tomorrow. So
okay.
So I don't.
And if Cam Newton's back, then I definitely don't see. The Broncos winning. I just don't see it.
For a long season, Dan's absolutely right.
Now here's a game that maybe nobody but me will care about, but I'll be watching this game and screaming my lungs out probably, and that's the Jets at the Dolphins.
Oh, come on now. The way you boys have been playing, and guys, I'm officially saying it. I did it last week, but I'm going on here. Fitzmagic's not a big pile of crap. He's not. He's a good quarterback. And best part about the Jets, you heard, Darnold is out for sure. Flacco is starting.
Oh, wow.
You guys are going to have so much fun tomorrow.
I knew nothing about Darnold. Why is he out?
Lack of performance is what it was told in the article.
Oh, wow. Then they should be firing Gase.
But they won't. Isn't that awesome? Look at Dan Quinn's out. Bill's out. Gase is still sitting there with his big old cocaine bug eyes going, hey, I still got a job. Jeez. New York, it's like, they're tanking. This is how you know they're tanking. They're like, we're keeping them in here. We got to get that first pick. Then get rid of them. It has to be tank evidence.
Yeah, I'm not. Of course, now you didn't hear me say the Jets need to fire Gase. I hope they keep him.
Well,
I hope they sign him to a 10-year contract. The longer they keep him, the better it is for us. And I feel confident that we're playing pretty well, and and this is at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, bring them Jets.
Bring them up.
Them stinking Jets. Yeah, and I had Dan on my page this morning reminding me about Rodgers calling a fake spike against the Dolphins. I told him, I said, I like that stuff better when Marino was doing it to the Jets. That was classic. The other one, I'm not trying to remember that.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Jets, anybody in the house here watch Masked Singer? Did you see who got voted off Masked Singer on Wednesday? Anyone?
No.
Yeah, there was a guy who was singing, and he had his costume. You know how they have the costumes on, and you sing.
Right.
Then they take off the mask. Butt Fumble was there on the Masked Singer, and he's got a good voice, Mr. Mark Sanchez.
Oh, wow.
He got kicked off Wednesday. That blew my mind because they're talking about, it's just Mark Wahlberg. And all of a sudden it's like, former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez. I'm like, what? So yeah.
Wow. Well,
that's what he's doing. In case anybody wanted to know what Captain Butt Fumble's doing.
That's says something about the Jets and their place in NFL lore. The one of their most famous things is the butt fumble. Okay, now here's the game. Here's a game for us to talk about. The Packers at Tampa Bay to face Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Go for it, Steve.
Oh wait, I was waiting for you. Okay. Packers are going to win. Why? Well, I'm not convinced on Tampa Bay. I'm not convinced on Brady, knowing how many downs he's at. I haven't seen the play by the Buccaneers and Brady be even as good as the record is. I think they're a worse team than the record shows. And dang it, the Packers are hot. I don't hate to say it, but I don't think this is a question. I think the Packs got him, and they're going to have him good. Go Pack! I hate myself.
Oh wow! Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. I know how I feel about it. I don't like the Buccaneers. I don't like Tom Brady. I think they've done okay. They've done okay so far. But
Devontae Adams is back.
The Pack have been red hot, and Aaron Rodgers is just playing great. Yeah, he has been playing his butt off. So yeah, I don't see the Packers losing this. I think it's going to be a frustrating time for Tom. If you thought he looked
fallible,
he just looked so out of it, and I've never seen Tom do that kind of thing where he's standing there and then has the nerve to say, "Oh, I knew it was fourth down." No, you didn't. But yeah, the Buccaneers are not going to be a match for the Packers. Yeah, how much green is going to be in the stands?
Yeah.
There's liable to be a lot of that. 30 plus points per game in the last 4 before the bye. Oh yeah, and let me tell you, I just benched Lamar Jackson in my fantasy league for Aaron Rodgers.
Right now, that's a smart play. I don't think Lamar's going to play horribly, but for fantasy points, honestly, I don't know. I don't know about 400 yards, Eric, but he's definitely going to get over 300, 3-4 touchdowns. I think that's a given tomorrow. If that doesn't happen, I will be shocked. So,
let's see. What else have we got in the late? Okay, so we're up to the Sunday night game, and it's going to be a good one. Rams at 49ers. It may be a good one.
If I know definitively who's starting for the Niners, I can give you my pick because I think it's going to go one of two ways. They haven't confirmed that Garoppolo's starting. He is. They're going to lose big. If it's any of the other two quarterbacks, they might lose by only a touchdown or less. But they're still going to lose, Rams.
Right. And I'm picking the Rams as well, but I don't know. I still think I just felt bad for – well, no, I didn't feel bad for Garoppolo because I was too busy enjoying us beating the dog do out of them. But after the game and thinking about
with the Patriots, come on, there's a little place in your heart that gets giggly when Garoppolo plays bad. He's a fraud. He's one of the biggest fraud quarterbacks in the NFL in decades, in my opinion.
No, actually, I like seeing Garoppolo do well because that just kind of drives the wedge between Kraft and Belichick a little deeper because Belichick has to watch his replacement for Brady do well, and so. But all that aside, Garoppolo has played extremely well. I think he was just back too early.
Yeah.
And wasn't ready. He clearly wasn't ready for that game. So if and when Garoppolo hits a stride, the 49ers will be a force to be dealt with again. And I don't know.
And as long as Mostert gets on the field and can stay on the field, they got a good backfield, and yeah, Garoppolo can be capable. I just don't want to see it because he's too darn good looking. Him and Tom Brady are way too handsome. As a fat, ugly, hairy guy, I can't go for those because they both remind me of those pretty boy jocks in high school. They used to throw me in the locker and give me swirlies in the toilet. I hate them. I hate them both.
Well, you think Garoppolo is good looking as a guy? You should see the picture of where he was a woman.
Oh, I forgot. The fat one's out now too, where they made all the quarterbacks fat, and I saw Fat Stafford. That was a good.
Yeah, those were some great pictures too. Oh wow!
Oh, Garoppolo last week favoring his legs. See. Yeah, Rams.
Yeah. I think we're probably all in agreement on the Rams winning that, but the 49ers do have the talent to give them a game.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now we're on to here's where I'm showing. I'm looking off of the NFL website. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I Googled the schedule, and it's showing at 5:00 on Monday, Chiefs at Bills.
Okay. Well, all right. Take a look here. So 5:00.
Yeah. Eric, not all of us can pull that off like you do, brother.
Wow. Sure enough. 10:19, 5:00. Chiefs Buffalo. Yippers. That's showing up now. So yeah, that's going on
but now what shocked me was that the Chiefs are listed as the underdogs, aren't they?
Are they? I can't imagine
That's
that.
what, on my pro football pick'em, they're in the underdog side.
What? How in the world? What drugs are they on? I mean, the last week Buffalo got their butt handed to them by the Titans, and the Chiefs have, they're lost a game also. They're both 4-1, but in those 4 victories, the Chiefs have. Wow, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that for a minute. Is it because they're in Buffalo? Is that what it is?
I don't know. Let's see. Here, this is from
they are at Bill Stadium. Yeah, KC 4 points. What? 4 points under? No way. I'd take money on that game right there.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the. I'm not seeing Kansas City losing this game.
There's no way Mahomes is going to let that happen.
Buffalo has lost me as a believer in their defense. Their defense stinks too, just like Minnesota.
Yeah.
Buffalo's defense, they're terrible. They can't stop anybody.
Last year, there was a couple games in a row where Allen played good, but then once he got shook, it took like 3 or 4 games to get him back in the saddle again. And he got shook last week. There's no way he's got the confidence he's going to come in here as he has been the first few games of the season. He's shown historically that he's not going to be in the right head. And Mahomes is the beast, man. He is a unit. So.
Right. And that Bill defense is not ready for Mahomes.
No.
They're just not ready.
Good.
They're going to get sliced and diced Monday.
I mean, they're pissed off because remember you saw that play of Josh Norman getting stiff armed by they got embarrassed.
But all you got to do is look at the Bills and their defensive performances this year. So the only team that they've handled were the Jets. They held them to 17. But for a team that was supposed to have a really good defense, they gave up 28 to the Dolphins, 32 to the Rams, 23 to the Raiders, and 42 to the Titans.
You may be winning games, you might be 4-1, but it's only because you've scored more than you let the other team.
Right. It's because Josh Allen has been playing out of his mind.
Right. And if he's not playing out of his mind, they ain't got much left. And I don't see him playing out of his mind. Again, history of being shook. I think the Chiefs got this.
Yeah. And I agree with Eric here. I just can't see the Chiefs losing 2 in a row.
No.
And
then that game was that Las Vegas game. I mean, Vegas didn't play like Vegas normally does. That was there's fluke games all over the place. Remember we talked about the Lions beating the Patriots when they went to the Super Bowl. There's fluke games here and there, and that was a fluke game. That is not the Vegas team that we saw the first few games. Throw it out.
Yeah.
You're on out. Throw it out.
And then we have the late Monday night game, and that's
Red Ryder Andy Dalton in the house.
That's Cardinals and the Cowboys, right?
That's right.
All of a sudden, I can't find it. There it is. Cardinals at the Cowboys.
Andy Dalton starting. Woohoo!
Is he?
Yep.
Now,
that was a gruesome injury, though, the Dak, man.
Oh, that was terrible. I am not a Cowboys fan in the slightest. Yeah. I have disliked that team since the 70s, but hate to see that happen to. And I think Dak's a good guy, and you just hate to see that happen to any guy. And how weird that it happened on the day that Alex Smith came back. Yeah,
I know, right? It's like, and right away when you see it, and that one foot's just facing in the way wrong direction, you're like, he's done.
Oh, that was.
He ain't walking that off. My gosh.
Right. So the question is, how's Andy Dalton looking as far as
he took over for him last week and he looked sharp. Right. I saw some really good passes. I saw a quarterback that has been sitting. That's why I was kind of saying that. Remember, I'm a member of the Cat Team Brotherhood. I've seen him for many years on the Bengals. I think he's a better quarterback than a lot of the Bengals teams he's been on.
Oh yeah.
And so with the talent he's got at his disposal, I'll be honest, guys, let's be real. Dak is a good quarterback, but there's a lot of quarterbacks that can look pretty dang sharp when you got that kind of weaponry in a line in front of you like that. You know, you got so-and-so in the backfield and Mari over here and so-and-so over there. I think Dalton's going to look good, and Kyler Murray is not turning out as way as I thought. I thought he was going to get solid as the games went on, and he's not showing me consistency. So,
yeah,
I'm not a fan of Cowboys, but I'm a fan of Dalton personally. So,
and the Cardinals, I think the Cardinals can put up a fight.
They can,
but let's look at what they've done. I mean, they beat the Jets, big deal, and they lost to the Lions of all people.
That was my next word coming out of my mouth. Remember who our win was against, right? You do remember who we did win against.
Yeah.
That should factor into this whole thing. How much do we stink, and we still beat them? Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah, Eric, we're talking about Andy Dalton, the injury to Dak Prescott, which was terrible, and the Cardinals' chances of beating the Cowboys, which I'm not sure are that high.
3 teams I don't like. Patriots, Packers, Dallas. I'm picking all 3 of them to win this week. What's wrong? I can't. I give up.
That's one film I'm not sure that I've seen.
No, I remember seeing it, but I don't remember watching it.
So I hope that Eric will give us some context, because
when
it comes to martial arts, I'm probably more of a Jackie Chan guy than anybody.
I always love watching the Steven Seagal movies because I know at one point in the movie he's going to take a guy's arm over his shoulder and bend it backwards at every movie. So I just wait for a Steven Seagal movie like he's going to do it. There goes the arm. Yeah. It's a given. It's kind of like one of those little Easter eggs you just look forward to. The rest of the movie may be horrible, but I know I'm going to get that backwards arm snap.
I don't know why. Steven Seagal, man. The only thing I've ever watched of his was that reality cop show he did, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous, and that's why I watched it.
There you go. You know,
Andy
Dalton. Sorry, Badgers.
Now, was that Dalton? Was that? I guess that was on purpose. Who did Dalton play college ball with?
That Eric knows. It's burned into his memory. You remember?
Did he play USC? Did he play USC?
That's what I was thinking too, but no, that's on.
Andy Dalton, college. I love Google.
Seriously, Big Ten's actually going to start playing some games next week? Oh boy, I'm into it now.
Texas Christian.
Oh,
TCU. Really?
Yep, TCU. Horned Toads, I guess. I think they are, aren't they? Yeah.
I'm not too familiar. I'm not much of a college guy. I'll sit back and watch the Wildcats and the Cardinals when they play sometime. But
you got it, Dan. We got TCU.
But other than that, I don't really watch a whole lot of college ball. I didn't even watch much Alabama last year during our tanking for Tua season.
Should have. You got him. You yeah.
But yeah, so can you believe we've gone through all the games? Who's on a bye week this week?
I think the game schedule is kind of fat because there were some bye weeks, but they got filled in with makeup games. That Bronco Patriot game was a bye week.
Is that 16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
So 2 teams are off. Chargers? I didn't see the Chargers on there anywhere.
No, I didn't either.
So it's got to
Yeah.
be the AFC West. So,
Well, except for the Chiefs. No. Let's see. So that's Chargers. No, everybody is playing Broncos, Raiders, and
Nick.
wait a minute. I didn't see the Raiders in here.
Oh, Raiders. So Raiders and Chargers are off.
Yeah, Raiders and Chargers must have the week off.
Full schedule.
In Seattle, I don't remember seeing a Seattle game.
You're right. No Seattle. So now there's going to be 4. Who's the 4th one?
Yeah. Unfortunately, nothing I'm looking at just gives it to us. But I need a setup like yours. I want to be able to look at monitors and
I got to utilize it by actually typing in stuff and looking up. I've got tons of screens here. They're just not on the screens I want, and I'm too lazy to type something in to go find what I want.
Were there any other big stories in the NFL that we failed to cover?
Not that I can think of. Can you? Let's take a look here.
No, well, the only thing I see here is Jaguars closed facility and placed 12 practice squad players on COVID.
Oh, wow. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Let me go to the front page of the NFL Reddit, see if anything pops up here. For recently, I'm going to ship it to new and see if there's anything new tonight that's just popped up that's going to affect tomorrow's games. So,
well, here's one. Here's an article for the Packer fans. It says Green Bay Packers 5 trade targets at the 2020 NFL deadline.
Oh, wow. I got an official out list of players here. Melvin Gordon, Noah Fant. So there's 2 Broncos there. The Broncos are gonna have even worse, man. Wow. That's gonna get painful. Deshaun Jackson, Alshon, Sam.
Thanks for coming in, Dan.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks for coming, man. Thank you for interacting with us. You had some great comments, man. Hope to see you next week. Yeah, I'm not finding any big news that wasn't already known. Other than Sony Michel is tested positive and he's on the COVID-19 list, so he will not be running for the Patriots. But that's all I see.
That could be significant news for the Patriots.
But Melvin Gordon's out for an injury for the Broncos, so they're both out of running back. Evens up again.
That's true. That's true. Well,
all right, Eric, go Pack. If we're not taking it, we better have the NFC North get represented all the way to the Super Bowl. So if it's not us, it better be you, even though I hate you. I mean, not you, just your team. You know what I mean, Eric. You know, it's like a love. You're like the Packers are like the Lions' brother. They always picks on them all the time, and we love each other deep down inside, but we don't want to show it to the world, you know. So
you checking out on us too, Eric? Appreciate you coming in. I know Saturday nights are pretty hectic for you, and so I always appreciate you coming in here.
Thank you for taking your time off to do that, man.
I guess we will wrap it up. A couple things to throw out there. One, if you enjoyed the live stream I did with Mandy Morielli a couple days ago, go over to that video and leave her some good comments because want to encourage her. I think, you know, sometimes it's easy for us, you know, like me, Stephen, between you and I know I've made probably over 300 videos, and you probably have made that many, but she's never done it. So, you know, I can only imagine, but she did good. I thought she did really good.
Like I said, I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I watched the intro a little bit because I didn't want to watch the whole thing just to because I didn't want to do spoilers on there. And she looked like Annette, and she did a good job from what I saw. So, and yes, you did tell me about that before, Eric. That's awesome. And
who is Lloyd Carr?
Michigan, U of M.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, and then also we like I said, we were discussing a possible movie to do. I think I'd like to do a horror movie. What I want to do is I want to do Psycho. I'm going to talk to her about that the next day or two. She wants to do Bridesmaid, and Eric and somebody else was saying maybe it was Dan said, yeah, you ought to do Bridesmaids. So I'm sure we'll do that one too, but that we may push that one back so we can get Psycho in before Halloween. And but yeah, I'm enjoying these live streams. If you guys have any ideas of what you'd like to see with a live stream, let me know.
If you want, Dale, I can mail you my DVD copy of Big Man Japan. I
have that on Vudu.
Oh,
I haven't watched it yet, but
that'd be a great one to do a live stream and have comments on. That one's classy.
Yeah. I imagine that might be a movie that we could do a live stream on at some point.
I don't think you're going to get any copyright claims on it. I mean, seriously. Nobody's going to.
Well, I'm just talking about a discussion afterward.
Oh, that's true.
But yeah, that one I picked it up on Vudu because I wasn't seeing it in the Dollar Trees. And I just haven't got around to watching it. How life can be.
I was just acting crazy. Like I got my I could put it in my DVD player, do the share screen, put the share screen down at the bottom, and we're up here watching it live with everybody. we're all watching it together.
Yeah, we might consider that. That might be an idea.
Because it's kind of one of those movies where if you start talking about it afterwards and nobody's watched it, they're going to be lost. But then again, it's not totally accessible to a lot of people to be able to watch. So it's, unless they got Vudu like you have or some place, it's not like, oh, you just go to Netflix or Hulu. They're not there, and the DVDs are hard to come by. Like I said, that was at the dollar store. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I started looking for it immediately and wasn't able to find it. So, like I said, then I saw it on Vudu and grabbed it. It was pretty cheap on Vudu.
I would expect.
I got it for $5 or less. Huh?
I would expect so. I would hope so, but
yeah, it's not
hard. It's entertainment. As long as it's entertaining, and it was entertaining. I tell you, it was entertaining.
It's so weird. But all right, well, fellas, I guess we will wrap this up for this week, and I'm going to keep working on maybe being able to put some stuff on screen like Steve did. And we can do some extra stuff along with the games. But it's good time as always. And we will definitely be back at this next Saturday night.
You'll take me back and let me be on here again.
Oh, yeah. You got a place here.
Yay.
So have a good one, folks. And we will see you soon.